Hello students. In the last video we had discussed about an example of tending concepts related to limits. It was very clearly explained that if any variable tends to any constant, it means that if that variable is going nearer and nearer to that particular constant, it means that that variable is approaching towards that constant. For example, if I write x is approaching towards a, technically x tends to a, it means that the limit of x is equal to a. We have also studied that if you consider a on the number line, if you consider a on the number line, then if I say that x tends to a, we have seen that x can tend to a from left hand side as well as from right hand side. Then I will say that the limit of x is equal to a. This was the concept which we have discussed. Also, we have studied that if x is an independent variable and y is some function of x, and if x tends to a, then f of x also tends to some function, say f of a, which depends upon the value of x equal to a. Value of the function at x is equal to a. As an example, if you would like to state it in this way, like consider a graph f of x is equal to x squared. In this particular situation, we know that this is a parabola like this. Let us take all those values which are approaching towards 0 as x tends to 0. Then clearly we are actually talking about this point 0, the origin of the Cartesian coordinate system. Let us consider all those points nearer and nearer to 0 on x-axis. That means I am taking all those values which are tending to 0. Like for example, minus 0.1, minus 0.001, minus 0.0001. If I consider the neighborhood of 0, all those values which are nearer and nearer to 0 can be of the form 0.01, 0.1, minus 0.001. If you square them all, still we get the values which are on the positive y-axis. Okay. If I say x is equal to 0, 0.1 or 0.01, suppose 0.1, if we take x is equal to 0.1, then the value of x square will be 0.01. In the same way, if you still consider the higher powers of x again and again, suppose you consider 0.1, if you are considering 0.1, you will land over here 0.01. If you consider 0.001, still you will go nearer and nearer to 0 from the above part of y-axis approaching towards 0. It means that when x is tending to 0, x square is also tending to 0. So with the help of this, we can understand whether you are going from left hand side or whether you are going from right hand side. The limit of the function x square is nothing but 0 as x tends to 0. So this concept can be written in the form left hand limit of the function, that is limit as x tends to 0, but x is tending to 0 from which side? From the left hand side of 0. So we write it minus and we write it like this. Or which function we are actually talking about? It is x square. Then we write it as limit x tends to 0 minus the value of the function. The limit of the function when x is tending to 0 from left hand side is becoming 0. In the same way, we consider the right hand limit RHL, right hand limit of the function at x is equal to 0. Again we will write limit as x tends to 0, but this time we are approaching 0 from right hand side on x-axis. So we will write 0 plus. It will stand it stands for positive, the right hand side limit of the function. But in this case, the function is what? X square. So again, we will replace it by x square. We will see that the value of the function at x tends to 0, when x is tending to 0, the value of x square, which is coming on y-axis, also going to go nearer and nearer to 0. Hence, the limit of the x square will be also 0. So, left hand limit and right hand limit both are equal to 0 when the function, when the variable x tends to 0. This means that the limit, overall limit of the function is existing. Please understand, the limit of function exists whenever left hand limit and right hand limit of the function at that particular point, at that particular value of the variable, the value of, if the left hand limit and right hand limit both are equal, we say that the limit of the function exists. Technically, we write this particular notion. Technically, we write that if the value of the, if the limit of a function exists at a particular point, you can write down the definition. If I say, if you want to define the limit, then we will write like this: the limit of a function exists, or it is defined at, say the function is some y equal to f of x, exists at x is equal to a, if and only if limit x tends to a minus, approaching from left hand side, value of the function, the value of the limit of the function when you are approaching a or from left hand side, equal to value of the function, value of the limit of the function when we approach a from right hand side. So this left hand limit, this is called as left hand limit approaching from left hand side, this is called as right hand limit. Then we say that the limit of the function exists. If you want to define limit of a function, it means that the limit is nothing but a point or a number or a real number where the function, the value of the variable or the value of the function approaches. Now, you can also see that when x tends to a minus, or if you write x tends to a, it means that the limit of x is equal to a. We have further technical definitions in higher classes. It also helps us to understand the concept of neighborhood of a function, neighborhood of a particular real number. As we have seen the neighborhood of 0, we have come across the value of the variable when it is squared. It is going nearer and nearer to 0. We should not confuse between this plus sign and the positive number. Clearly, plus indicates positive, but a plus here symbolizes we are approaching a particular number from right hand side, and this minus approach this symbolizes we are approaching a number a from left hand side. So it should be very clear that limit of the function exists when left hand limit is equal to the right hand limit. Let us calculate the limit of a function. Say for example y equal to x plus 10. Compute limit of a function f of x when x tends to 5. Suppose this is the question given and the function is given as x is equal to 10, like this. This is the function. Now, if you want to consider in this way, you draw the variables. See, f of x is the dependent value on x, because so we can always write dependent variable and independent variable. It is very clear seen from the equation that the value of the function f of x is clearly depending upon x. As and when you are changing the values of x, the value of the function will change. Let us consider the condition where they have given at x is equal to 5. When you consider at x is equal to 5, let us calculate the neighborhood value. Let us visualize the neighborhood of 5. From left hand side, we can see that the neighborhood of 5 comprises of different numbers like 4.9. You can consider like this, your x, f of x. Suppose I take 4.9. I can take 4.99. I can take 4.999. Okay. This is from left hand side. But from right hand side, if you consider, when you are considering from right hand side, 5.001, this could be one of the number, 5.01, okay, 5.003, like this you can take all those numbers. Now, the value of the function, the equation is defined as adding 10 to the values of x. When you consider this, we can easily see that the value of the function at 4.9 is nothing but equal to 14.9. Here 14.99. Here 14.999. This is the best example I can explain with the concept of limit. Okay, please note down the example, children. When you add up this, we get still 15.001. Here 15.01. Here 15.003. These are the values of the function f of x at the said values of x. We have seen that as and when x is approaching towards the value 5, the value of the function also approaches slowly. You can see that it is approaching nearer and nearer to the value 15. So we write it that the left hand limit of the function, which is nothing but limit as x tends to 5 from left hand side, f of x is nothing but equal to what? When you approach 5 from left hand side, the value of the function approaches 15 from left hand side. So the value of the function from left hand side is 15. If I write it right hand limit, we see that the limit of the function, as x tends to 5 from right hand side, we see that as and when we are going nearer and nearer to 15 from right hand side, then 10 added to these values. Sorry, if x tends to 5 from right hand side, that means 10 added to these values will give you 15. So it is going nearer and nearer towards the value 15. The function will approach the value 15 as x approaches towards 5 from the right hand side. So we can write the value of the limit of the function when x tends to 5 from right hand side, it is also equal to 15. Clearly, we can say that the limit of the function exists and it is equal to 15. This is how we can portray we can compute the limit of any function at particular set value. Please understand, if they are asking at x equal to some constant, you have to clearly display the neighborhood of that particular value inside your mind and just find out the value of the function at that particular point, and you can calculate and see how practically it is clear that we are approaching towards 15 as and when x is approaching towards 5. So like this, you can take different values of functions, different functions. You can take a square function, you can take x minus 10, any value you can take, and you can find out the limit of the function at that point, at that value of the variable. Okay, so it is very clear that whenever you are discussing the limit of a function, the definition is that limit, if it exists, then its left hand limit is defined, right hand limit is also defined. Let us consider some function, say for example like this. Let us consider a function like this. Children, this is y equals to 2 and this is y equal to 1. If I want to display this, with the help of mathematical equation. Then I will write f of x is equal to how will you write this? It is very clear that at x equal to 0 or x less than 0, this is x less than 0, this point is the origin where x and y both are 0. At x equal to 0 or x less than 0, the value of this is a straight line which is parallel to x axis. The value of the function y is equal to f of x. Value of the function is becoming 1. It is becoming 1 when x is less than or equal to 0. But whenever x is now, once it is less than equal to, this equal to sign has been included in this condition. Now next condition, if I want to represent this entire number line, real number line, the thing which is left out is positive real numbers. So that can be represented with the help of x greater than 0. These are all non-positive real numbers. So I am actually representing the set. Which set I am representing with the help of this particular inequality? One is negative real number, another is a singleton set containing 0. But this entire thing does not include the positive real numbers. So I can say that this set is a non-positive real numbers, or with the help of set notation 0, this minus half closed minus infinity comma 0, this particular part of x axis. Number 9. At x greater than 0 means r plus positive real numbers. So for all positive real numbers, we have got the function f of x is equal to becoming what? 2. Now if it is asked, calculate the limit of the function as x tends to 100. If it is asked with this particular situation, this diagram is given, and if you are asked, calculate the limit of the function at x is equal to x tends to 100. So we have to actually compute the limit of the function at x equal to 100. We are supposed to calculate the limit of the function at which point? At 100. So it is very clear that we are far away from this origin, and clearly x is greater than 0. And so in order to depict that particular information, we will draw this on the number line, or we can show it on x-axis here itself. Suppose the scale is brought down so much, so nearer to 0, I can have 100. 100 is very far from origin. Okay. Now if we consider the neighborhood of 100, we see that whatsoever may be the value, whenever x approaches 100, what would be its value? Its value would be of the form x is equal to 99.9 bar, isn't it? 99.9 bar, or very closer values, 99.99999, so you can consider it 99.9 bar, and from right hand side we can take 100.001, nearer and nearer to 0. Just depict the neighborhood of 100. In this particular neighborhood, what are the characteristics of this particular neighborhood with respect to the given function? It is very clear that every point in the neighborhood is strictly a positive real number, and hence we have to find the domain of the function. The subdomain is this particular function. For all those values which are positive real numbers, the value of the function becomes 2. Hence, even if x is approaching 100 from left hand side or from right hand side, so we will write, we have to note that in the neighborhood of 100, whenever x approaches 100, it means that whenever x is nearer and nearer to 100, the value of the limit of the function is becoming 2. Because when x is approaching towards 100, it can be any value just smaller than 100 or just larger than 100. For all those values, since x is positive, in this particular condition, we say that the value of the function becomes 2. So this is how we can compute. We can compute the limit of the function. In the same way, if anyone asks what is the value of the limit of the function at x tends to 5 or x tends to minus 5. So immediately you can consider the neighborhood of minus 5. You can say that all those values which are approaching towards minus 5 are all negative. So we will take the subdomain x less than equal to 0 and directly we will write 1, because whatsoever may be the case, we are already in the subdomain which is negative real axis, okay, and we are nearer to minus 5. So this equal to 0 is ruled out and less than 0 is x is less than 0. Hence, for all those values of x which are less than 0, although they are approaching towards minus 5, whether on right hand side of minus 5 or left hand side of minus 5, the value of the function becomes what? Value of the limit of the function becomes 1. So like this, you can easily compute the limit of the function at a particular point, and also you can understand you can bring in the concept of neighborhood, and you can easily deal with the limits of different functions at that particular points of variables. Okay, thank you children. In the next video, we will study how to calculate the limit of function and also different properties, algebra of limits in the next video. Thank you so much children.